This
in
conference will
yesterday's
now be recorded.
in last call we have discussed on studio module. We have discussed on various stages available in studio module, and like what are the application modeler, what is spying mode, and everything we have discussed. Okay, so again we are going to discuss the same thing but in a little different way. So uh, before I start the session, any doubts till in my last class, or if you have not received recording, if you have not received installation or any material, do let me know.
Hello, sir. This is Vijay.
Yeah.
So I had just had one session of demo session. I don't. I was not present for the next session. So can you just repeat once again for?
No, no. So, see, Vijay, I had one session and I have discussed quite a 1 hour for 1 hour. So, I will say, please go through recording, and if you have any doubts, I can discuss it. And if still if it is not clear to you, whenever I will have another session, I will do send you an invite.
Sure, sir. Fine. No issues.
Okay.
I'll
So
go through
go
the
through
recording.
recording. Have support team send you recording?
No,
No, sir.
Sudhir, we didn't receive any recordings.
Okay, for last session, Naimisha, no recording has received?
No, not even from the first session.
Okay, okay, okay. So, what you guys can do is, actually, currently, the support team is working under a lot of pressure because of this lockdown. So, I have shared you my email ID. Please send email to support team and copy me in the email. Okay, so you know the email of support team, right? Cloud
Okay.
Foundation support team. So send them an email and copy me in the email, and send them that, tell them that please give me the recording.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
Sure, sir.
and if they don't revert back, please follow up. That's what I can do for you. I will
Okay.
again also discuss with them, and I will tell them to send you the recording. Okay, so what I have discussed in last class is, okay, let me revise. Okay, so in last class I have discussed, see, in any RPA tool, in any RPA setup, you need four things. Whenever you work on any RPA automation, one thing you need is application. So let's say you are booking a ticket by Book My Show. So you need a website. Well, that website is bookmyshow.com. That is called as application, or it is a GUI layer. Okay, so it is user interface where a user or a person who want to watch the movie, he will book the ticket. Then data file. So now suppose there are 10 people, so there will be an Excel file or there will be an XML file where data is stored of this 10 people. So that is a data file. Configuration file means, so configuration related details. When the when the ticket is generated, whom should we send an email? Or when you get the, what is the mobile number on which we send the ticket, or what is the card number through which I should bill for the ticket. Okay, so all of these details will be stored in configuration file that is needed for configuration or support things for that process. And fourth is RPA tool, which is a uh, top level layer between the, on top of the existing application. So Book My Show, you can do it manually by yourself, or you can automate it. The tool will book the ticket for you. Just you need to provide the input as what is the movie name, what is the theater name, what is the location, what is the payment ID, like that. Okay, so these four things are there in any RPA setup. Then process means, in Blue Prism, the automation is divided into two parts, that is process and object. Okay, so process has business rules. It helps in reading data and reporting and all. So everything is there in process, just interacting with the application. So opening Book My Show website, clicking on the book tickets, selecting movie. So all of this is interaction with the application. So that is present in Object Studio. Okay, so we divide any automation in process and object. So see here, we have processes and we have objects. So here you can see there are lots of processes. I will open any one process. Okay, and that process uses object for interaction with the application. So here, so all of these are the symbols I use for creating the flow, and here you can see I have created the flow. Okay, so here I have created the flow, and let me, so these are different stages. Okay, so this, what is it called as? It is called as stages. Okay, stages, what is that? It is a flowchart symbol which helps you to draw a flow. Whenever you want to draw any flow, that flow you can draw by using these stages. Then application data, whenever you want to read the application data, you use read stage. When you want to write the data, you use write stage. Okay, so these stages are for Process Studio, and similarly there are stages for Object Studio. So you can see here there is a separate section for Object Studio. Just a minute. So our, okay. Okay, so there is a separate section available for Object Studio. So this is Object Studio. So here you can see this is process and this is Object Studio. So the look and feel is same in process as well as Object Studio. The difference being, here you have this read, write, navigate stage present. Okay, so on application you can read the ticket number, you can write the movie name, or you can select the movie name, and you can write the card number. So read activity or write activity you can do on application. You can go from one page to other page by clicking somewhere. Okay, so navigate activity and wait activity, you can wait for the page to refresh, for the page to load the ticket number. Okay, so these are the activities you do, and those activities I have so you can see here, I have created multiple actions for those activities. Okay, so login action for logging in to the application. Okay, now how I will log in, I will give user ID, password, and then I will log into the application. Okay, then launch means open. So again I will give you the terminologies. So see here, uh, the stages. So there are multiple stages you can see in the Process Studio, and multiple stages you can see in the Object Studio. Okay, but stages you use for flow creation, stages you use in Object Studio majorly are these stages: write stage, read stage, navigate stage, and wait stage. Okay, four stages which you use majorly in the Object Studio. And in Process Studio, what you do, you for interacting with application you need these four stages: read, write, wait, and navigate. And uh, and you interact with application, and then anything you want to do, read data from data file, or read data from configuration file, or let's say you want to create a report. So for all of those things you go to Process stage. Okay, so Process Studio. So in Object Studio you mainly work with these four stages. So Here, see, I am working with navigate stage for opening the application. Then going back to select option screens, select so for everything here you can see I have either write, read, navigate or wait stage. Okay, so majorly I use those stages. This is application modeler, where which I use to model my application. uh, okay, so modeling application means storing the application details. So this is my application. After clicking launch I get this application. So see here, user id, password, button, all of these controls are present in the application. Okay, so so when I click identify, I get the property of stuff, text box or button or label. Okay, so that is I used in application modeler. So I recommend please go through my previous recording. If I start revising everything, it will be difficult for me as well. But again, the motto of my class is you guys should understand. So after going through recording also, if you are not understanding, it will be it will not be good. I will repeat everything. Okay, whatever you are not understanding I will repeat everything. So just give me a minute. Let me talk with support team why they have not shared recording with you. Okay, so now what I am going to do is I am going to show you how to run this complete automation. Okay, okay guys, so so I have informed support team you will be getting a recording by tomorrow morning. If you don't get it, please do send an email keeping me in CC, and I will make sure that you guys will get recording. Okay. So what we will do is so here debugging tools also I have discussed in last call, but I will let me revise. So what is application modeler? Elements which are present in the so here whatever controls you have, text box, button and everything, whatever you click or you interact, you read or write, so those things you capture in the blue prism in object studio in application modeler. Okay, very important point. Then element present in the application modeler, see here, this element should be in the form of type of element and name. The naming convention which we follow is type of element and name of the element. So here this is window and the name of window is Centrix homepage, or this is staff number control and the type of control is text box. Okay, so for with everything here this is a button, so button name is submit and type of control is button. Okay, so it will be helpful for understanding what is this element. Is it a button, is it a drop down, it is a text box, what is it? Now there is important difference: launch, attach, and detach. So launch means open the application through Blue Prism and connect to it. So this is the application. Okay. So see here, uh, application wizard. So here I have configured this application. Okay. So when you have a blank object studio, you will see the application modeler in this way. Okay, which I have currently available. When you click next, it says you which type of application you want to select, and then either your application will be open from an exe file, or you want to uh, connect to an already opened application. And then here you want to give the path, um, you want to give the path of the application where it is present, and rest thing are default, and finish. Okay. So once you follow these steps, then you have here options. So currently application is not open through Blue Prism. Blue Prism and application are not connected, so I have launch option available. When I click on it, here I can open the application. Okay. Now see here, if I click identify, see here I can locate all the properties of whether the text box, label, button. I can locate all the properties. And this is a spying mode, Win32 spying mode. If I press alt, the spying mode changes to UI automation. So there are multiple spying modes given for any one application. Okay. And you can use the spying mode as per the stability, with the spying mode which is stable. Again, I have discussed this thing in my past class, so please go through it, and if you don't get it, I will definitely help you repeating again. And so Vijay, you have received the syllabus and sorry, the Blue Prism setup.
No, sir, not it.
So why not? You have not followed up with the team?
Actually, sir, I tried to contact them on 26th, 27th. They said they are not having the session, so thereafter they pinged me to today, sir.
No, we had session on 28th, Friday.
No, sir, they haven't informed me.
20. No, no issues, no issues. So today also I said them that please inform Vijay. On that day also I have said, and not a problem, Vijay. So the main motto is you all should get all the information. Forget about session. I'm talking about Blue Prism setup. You don't have Blue Prism setup?
No, sir.
Okay, so please send email to support team and tell them that you need Blue Prism setup. And
Sure,
once
sir.
they give you Blue Prism setup, install Blue Prism on your machine
Okay.
by watching the videos, and uh, then start doing practical. First of all, go through recording, then start doing practical. And by the
Okay.
time you don't have the recording, what I can suggest you is this. Okay, sorry. I can suggest you these channels for, just give me a minute. Okay, so Busy Pink. So on YouTube, if you put Busy Pink, they have RPA videos, RPA Blue Prism videos. Okay, very nice videos they have. Go through the videos, you will get an understanding. You should get the recording, but again, it's not in my hand. So go through recording, and then foundation training PDF. Very good PDF. Okay, this is released by Blue Prism. So foundation
Okay.
training PDF is there, 6.2 version. 6.2 version. This you will get it on my drive. Okay. So my drive location. Let me share it with you. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to go through this. So here you will get, sorry guys. Mm, okay. Okay, so this is my drive location. Here you get all materials on Blue Prism. Ignore all other material. Just focus on this foundation training PDF 6.2 version as of now.
Sure, sir.
Okay. So then, and again, in today's class, whatever problem happened with you, I'm really sorry for that. It was not in my control. I will make sure that from tomorrow it should not happen. And what I can do is I can I can teach you few more things. So Naimisha, how are you doing?
Good, Sudhir.
Naimisha, good.
Hello. Yeah, good.
Yeah, yeah. So tell me, which are the three debugging tools we have discussed in last class?
Step in, step out, step over.
Okay, good. So what is the difference between these three?
Step it will go through each and every step in the program. Step over, it will skip the child. It won't skip. It
Mm-hmm,
will execute
mm-hmm,
each and every step, and it directly come back to the parent page from child page to
mm-hmm,
parent page.
mm-hmm.
Step out. Uh,
Execute the entire
Step.
thing.
Yes,
It will
execute the entire.
only wait when there is an error. Okay. So this is my, so I have automated this complete application in this flow. So see here what I do manually. BP user ID and then password and then login. After logging in, I click on orders and then I click on new orders, and here I enter the details. So let me enter it, and priority order, and click on sub. And you see here I get a pop-up. I read this pop-up, extract order number from this pop-up, click on OK button. Again I go to next order. Okay, so the same thing I have automated using in this process here. Okay, so three button: step, step over, step out. Okay, these are the three buttons which I am using here. Okay, for my automation. And this sorry, these are the three debugging tools I have. So see here, step over. So if I do step over, so this is action. Okay, so if I drag it, so what this action will do, Naimisha, what action do?
We didn't discuss this, I think. Actually, it's a page in business project where
Don't
we'll
say
write the.
we have
Uh,
not discussed. Don't say we have not discussed. We have discussed it.
it's a page in the business object where we will write the
No, this is
interaction.
the page. See, this is the page.
Okay, this is a business. This is Process Studio, right? Actually, in business object,
Yes, this is so. How you will understand if it is Process Studio or no, Object Studio, Vijay?
Yes, sir.
How you will understand if it is Process or Object Studio?
Because sir, we are having that options read, write, and navigate, and that is in the object process, object one.
Correct, 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 correct. So see here, Vijay, you are picking up very fast, and I like this. So Read, write, navigate, wait, it is there in Object Studio because application interaction is in Object Studio. Second
Yes,
difference,
sir.
application modeler is there in Object Studio because application interaction only in Object Studio.
Okay.
Okay. And that is Object Studio. And Studio majorly we use read, write, wait, navigate or code stage where we can do coding. Now page is this. Okay, so page is entirely a new functionality. So like I am reading data from Excel. So I have multiple functionalities available. So page can be called termed as a small functionality. And action action can be called as, you see here, we can call any business object action. So launching application, logging in, then go to a screen, all are the different actions which we can do on the application. Okay, and we call it by using this action page. So see here, I have this action, check process running, then launch action, then login action. Okay, different actions I have. So now what I will do is I will use the debugging tool, step over. So it will run the action, but it will not show me if the action is running or not. See, now here rather than step over, I will go to step in. Okay, so currently I am in Process Studio on launch action. You can see here, this action is calling this business object Centrix automation and launch Centrix application action. Okay, so here I will do step over. It will open the application for me. Now I will do step in. So step in will go to that object stage. So you see here, login Centrix application action, which I am calling, it is going to that. And then here again I am doing step in. So step by step it is executing. Now there is a write stage. Okay, so it has written user ID and password over here, and you see here it has clicked on that sign in button, and now it is inside that. Okay, and now it has closed that Object Studio and again back to this login page, this Process Studio. Now if I do a step over, you see here it has gone to go to screen option, screen menu. It has clicked on order button, and now from home I am on the order screen. Vijay, are you getting?
Little bit, sir. I'm not getting proper
Yeah,
way. I have to
yes.
get it.
So this is your first class. That's the reason you have the problem. But go through my recording and again go
Sure,
through
sir.
these channels which I suggested. And if you still don't get it, we will. I am ready to explain you once again.
Sure, sir.
Read Excel file. What it is doing, it has to read data from the Excel file. As I discussed in last class, so we have different templates present for reading data. So RPA works on reusability purpose. You don't have to again and again reinvent the wheel. So I have templates available. What are these templates? These are reusable modules which are available for me. So reading CSV file, reading Excel file, XML file. So I just have to copy it and paste it over here. Okay, and the entire workflow is ready made for me. Don't worry about this stage currently. What is this block means? Don't worry about it. We will discuss it in proper detail. Launch, and then you see here, show, open file, read file, exit, and add records to queue. Okay, so here it adds record to the queue. Then read data from Excel, then get next item, got item. If you have not received item, exit. So basically here what I want to show you is how I run this process. Okay, so I can do this thing as well. Set next stage. Let me close this, and I will do step out. What step out will do, it will execute all things and it will only stop where there is an error. So you see it is continuously moving. It is interacting with the application, and now it is here creating first order. Now here it is going again and creating second order. So it will not stop till I give any breakpoint to it. Okay. So here I create a breakpoint for it. Okay, there was an error and hence it has stopped. Okay, so whenever there is an error, it will stop at there. If there is no error, if there is a breakpoint, it will stop at that breakpoint. So I will refresh it, and now see here I have a breakpoint at this particular point in my flow. So I will close it and close this one as well, and set next stage. And so either step out will also work, and if I, so here in the play button there is a speed control. So how much speed I want, so I can give it fast speed, and here also it will run. So now here also it will stop when there is a breakpoint. You see here it has stopped here because there is a breakpoint. Okay, so guys, this step in, step over and step out, it is very important to understand the difference between these three terms. Okay, why it is important? Because these terms are these are exam questions, again certification exam. So my motto is you all should clear Blue Prism certification exam, and for that you need this you need to be aware of these buttons. Again,
So
let
then,
me,
then step out and play function both are the same. Both do the same.
no. This is a debugging tool, and this is a play feature to start the workflow. Okay, so
What is the
this is a
difference
debugging
between
tool.
both?
This is a debugging tool. Okay,
Yeah, of course it's a debugging tool, but it
yeah,
play function also it stops whenever there is
play
an error or
function,
whenever.
yeah. Functionality wise, both are same, but if you see here, play function, if I keep it at normal stage, it will not run fast. You see, it is not running fast. But
Okay.
step out, if I do it, it runs at fast. Okay, now if you go to control room, so in the studio module we develop process and we develop object. In the object we develop multiple actions, and when I right click the action, and when I say publish, then that action is available for the process studio. Okay, if I don't publish the if I don't publish the object action, it will not be available for the process studio. Similarly, whatever processes I create, if I don't publish the processes, they won't be available for control room. So I click on this information icon and I click on publish the process. Once I click on publish, that process will be available in control room, and then then that process can be played from the control room. Now what is control room? Okay, so control room, so in studio module we define, design and debug the process. and in control room we run the process actually. Okay, so control room is for running the process. Whatever process you want to run, you can run it by in a control room. So see here, I will just write so this is process name, this is resource pane. Okay, so Blue Prism architecture is a client server architecture. There you have multiple client machines installed on a server machine. Okay, so I can show you here on a Blue Prism instance. So see here, currently what we have said that my server is a, so database is installed on my local machine, so that is my server. Okay, but what we sometime what we do is we don't do like this. We say Blue Prism server, and there we give server IP address and we connect to that server using the port and IP address. Okay, so that's a server connection. There we have server available in a remote machine, we connect to that, and all Blue Prism's database is present on that server. On local machine I only have the development instance or the skeleton or the UI available. Okay, so now here I have this process, and here I have multiple machines. So with three people, Naimisha, Vipul, Vijay, and Sudhir, these three people will connect to a common server, a common IP address and password. Okay, and so there will be three machines appear here. So currently there is only one machine because I am using local instance, but there will be three machines appear, and uh, this process I can drag on to this machine and it will create an instance. Currently I have already dragged the process, and hence there is an instance. All of these running, pending, completed, terminated, stopped, these are the status of the processes. Okay, so my process status can be pending, it can be running, it can be completed, it can be stopped. So if I click on pending, you see here there is a pending session available. Okay, now I can run this session by clicking here, start selected session, start selected session, start selected session. Okay, so if I click on start selected session, it will start the automation. And now you can same thing which we can see in the process studio, same we are running it from control room. So actually in production the processes are run by using control room. Okay, because of some issues this session has failed. So here we can see
So that every time if we need to run from room, we need to configure, we need to connect to the server. Do we need to connect to the
yes,
server?
yes, in real time scenarios you need to connect to server only, and you need to run from control room only. You can't run from the studio. Okay,
Okay.
and again see here, this is instance. So this is session ID. Okay, this ID column is for session ID. So any particular process you run on a particular server will create an instance of that process. Okay, and this instance will help you in a unique ID for tracking that particular process log. Okay, so every process will create a log. Here if I go, I can see the log of the process. So this is the log created for the process. Okay, so every process will create a log, and that log will capture all the footprints of activities performed. Okay, so the terms which I gave you are let me, yeah, mm, okay, so the terms which I told you are session. Okay, session which is a running instance of a process. And where we run process? In control room. In process studio or in studio module, that is a debugging room or module. In control room, we run the process. Okay. And so control room, what we have, this is process pane, this is resource pane. We drag process on resource or resource on process, that will create a session for us. Here it will show a session with ID and process name. These are the different statuses for the process, and these are all the different different processes I have over here. Guys, getting my point?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please repeat the session one?
Yeah. So session is an so a running instance of a process. So currently all of these are dead because the process is already terminated or completed. Okay. But
Okay. Hmm.
if I drag this process on this resource, uh, there will be a pending instance created. Okay. So this is a session, and when I start
Okay.
this session, it will ask me for two number, and when I give two number, it will complete the process uh, by giving me output. So here you can see, if I go to the view log, these are the two numbers which I have entered, 10 and 20, and it has given me sum. So this is a session with ID 827 which I just now completed. Okay, so guys,
Is
with this, yeah,
is it
Nemisha.
nothing but a copy of a process session?
Yes, session is a not copy of process. It is running instance of a process. Process copy is there in the studio. Okay, so this is
Okay.
the process copy where I am saying add to number. It is just the running instance of a process, and the process is running. So if I have, let's see here, uh, I have two processes. Okay, so this is one process, and again with the same name I create one more process. So if I go to pending, you see here there are two pending instances. So one process run on the same server or a same machine or a different machine with two different IDs. Okay, 829 and 8. So how we track that these are the two different session? Or so sometime we have, let's say, thousands of record in Excel. So we can't process those record by using only by running the process only one time. Okay, so in theater, if the movie is new release and it is super hit, there are multiple ticketing counter for the same movie, right?
Yes, sir.
So all of these multiple queues where there are multiple people, where there are multiple windows, and in each window there is one agent who is booking the ticket. Okay, so uh, so each person blocking the tickets for the that particular queue is one machine. Okay, and this add to number, that is a movie. Okay, so one movie played. Okay, so one movie for which booking is happening from two different queue. Okay, so how you can track the queue? By window ID, and that window ID is our session ID. Getting?
Okay.
Window
Can I
ID.
modify the process while it is running in the control room?
No. uh, so process is running in control room, and you are editing process in studio module. You can't edit process in control room. And generally
Yes, in
what we
Sub
do
Studio
is,
only. Can I do that? If a
uh,
process is running from
see
the control room,
Naimisha,
can I work on the same process in Studio?
uh, in real life, how we do is, we have different servers. One server for development, one server for production. We run the
Okay.
process in production. Let's say
Okay.
currently you are in development stage. So you
Okay.
first of all debug the process properly. Once you
Yes.
are satisfied with debugging result, then you go to control room and run the process.
Yes.
If there is a problem, you again debug the process properly, and once you are getting good result, then you move the process to production. Or
Okay.
once user testing and all types of testing is done. Once everything of that sort is done, then what will happen? Then what will happen? Once your process is in production, it is working happily and all. Then if there is a change comes, or if there is a bug has been detected, then what you do, you again take that process from production back to the development environment. In development environment, you again do the changes and again test it in control room, and again then you move it to production. That is the complete life cycle you follow.
Okay.
Vijay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Vijay, it is important for me that you also should understand, and your goal of joining the session should be fulfilled. Okay, so
Sure,
what I
sir.
want from you is you should read these two things. Even Naimisha also,
Definitely.
last class I said the same thing. BZPing, check out the videos. Foundation training PDF 6.2, start reading first 40 pages of this PDF. Okay,
Sure,
I
sir.
am not going ahead because I want you both to be on the same page. So tomorrow I will carry further with this. Okay, so
Sure, sir.
I want you and Naimisha both to read and do practicals. For you, Vijay, Blue Prism is not installed, please install Blue Prism and do the practice.
Okay, sir.
Okay then, guys, then we will stop here, and tomorrow again we will connect at the same time. Save this drive link onto your machine, and we will connect again tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Namish.
Bye, Vijay.